I'm Lauren and welcome to my channel, Personalize My Planner. Effective time management can help reduce stress and boost productivity, and planners can be a great tool for managing your time. Today I'd like to discuss some strategies for using your planner to help with being more productive with your time. Before you begin, you need to determine where your time is going. So I've created this free printable for you to track out your time in 30-minute intervals, and I'll include the link for where you can get this printable down below in the description box. So not getting everything that you want to get done in a week can be extremely frustrating. Luckily, most of the time this can be prevented by managing time in a different way. You want to start out by tracking everything you do in 1 week, 30 minutes at a time. At the end of the week, you can color in the boxes based upon which category the task falls into, such as work or family, personal, school, or recreational. I've separated my categories into light blue for time related to my experiments and my research for lab or at school, purple for scheduled tasks like church or meetings or doctor's appointments, aqua is for commuting to and from school or getting ready for school, eating a meal, yellow is for the gym, and red is for my YouTube channel. There are also different time tracker apps such as a tracker if you have an iPhone, or simple time tracker, we have an Android, that you can use if you prefer to use your phone or computer. That will create a pie chart to show you where your time is going. After you fill in your chart, evaluate how you spend your time. Are the areas that you are spending most of your time in your top priorities? This will allow you to get a better understanding of how long activities actually take to complete, which will allow for more realistic planning and reduce the likelihood that you will try to fit more activities in a block of time than physically possible to complete. This is also a good way to determine during which time of day, such as the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, you have the most energy and are the most productive to help with planning later on. It will also help you to realize if your time is being taken up by activities that aren't necessarily on the top of your priority list. For me, after doing this activity, I was able to realize that I could be using my time more efficiently before church on Sundays, and that there's an area on my Friday and Saturday evenings where I can fit in more exercise. If you find that too much time is going to social media, you can also use apps like Off Time to block certain apps on your phone from distracting you. To plan your day, start by writing out all of the tasks that you need to get done that day in your planner in order to free up your mind. Make sure that these are specific action items. For example, instead of writing emails, I wrote read emails. If possible, try to work on both easy and difficult tasks in the same day instead of just focusing on difficult ones. You want to break up your difficult tasks into baby steps and into multiple days if you can, so that you don't run out of energy. For example, I've decided that I'm going to work on writing my thesis a little bit every day. Don't forget to schedule in downtime for breaks and taking care of yourself in order to avoid burnout. Also, try to schedule the easy tasks during the time of day when you have the least energy. So for me, this would be the evening. Prioritize your tasks by ranking them from the most important and urgent to least important and least urgent. I'm using A1, A2, A3, and A4 for my top tasks, and then I'm switching over to B1, B2, and I'm also color coding it so that the task in blue is the most important task, the tasks in pink are next in line, and then tasks in green are least important. It's also important to know when to say no to unimportant tasks and to be able to delegate tasks when they can be done by others. An example of this is if you have to drive kids to school every day, then joining a carpool would be a good way to free up some of your time. on some of the days. Then you want to take action. So begin working with your most important task, or MIT, first. And as your day progresses, focus on one task at a time to its completion. Try to minimize multitasking for tasks that require focus, because it can reduce productivity if you keep trying to do too many things at one time. It's also a good idea to group similar tasks together to save time. For example, if you need to go shopping, then you can go to the stores that are in the same location on the same day in order to minimize driving. And another example of this would be if you scheduled a single time to check your email in a day instead of constantly checking your email throughout the day. At the end of the day, review your tasks and migrate the ones that weren't completed to the appropriate day. Determine why certain tasks didn't get accomplished, and then come up with a plan of action. Was it a lack of materials? Are you waiting to speak to someone? Did you plan too many tasks in one day? What could you have done differently to accomplish more? Break down the solution for completing the task into more attainable tasks for the following day. For example, if you didn't have the materials to complete the task, then maybe you'll need to add to your list that you need to purchase those materials. I hope this video gave you some ways for you to put your time management techniques into action. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and all of your likes and comments and views. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye! We are the girls gone wild.